back in the comfort of the desert. Back away from everybody in Los Angeles. Back where it's 100 degrees and back home. I'm Rich Herrera. It is nice to be back with you here in Tucson. Hello again, everybody, and thanks for joining us. This is Wildcats Radio 1290. Back after being gone for a little bit in Los Angeles. It seems like, let's see, how do you best describe L.A.? How do you best describe California? I can't, because I'm not allowed to say those words on the radio. But if you know what I mean, it's nice to be home, back here. I don't even know if I can say California is a nice place to visit, because I don't know if it is anymore or not. But I know it is nice to be home. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on the program. I got a lot to unpack after Pac-12 Media Day. I will tell you, it was probably one of the most interesting non-drama-filled, uncomfortable situations I've ever been around. And we'll unpack all of that for you on the program today. We had an opportunity to sit down with all of the coaches around the Pacific 12 Conference, and we'll bring you all of those leading up to Arizona's first game against San Diego State. But what's today? What's today, I ask you? What do we do on Mondays around here, Dragon Ball?
We give away stuff to people that just listen in, because it's the Box Office Blitz.
You could just listen today, and we have things to give away. What are we giving away today?
Today, we have some Roadhouse cinema tickets.
Yes. You can go see Top Gun.
Are they still showing that at the Roadhouse?
Yes, they're going to show Top Gun forever. It's the greatest movie of all time. In fact, I was sitting there. I actually met two people who hadn't seen it. I know it was kind of hard to believe. On Thursday night when I got there, I tagged along. I went to dinner with the Pac-12 television crew, Pac-12 Network crew. I crashed their dinner. I sat with Coach Justin Wilcox at Cal, and I sat with former Oregon head coach Mike Bellotti. Their coaches, neither one of them have seen Top Gun Maverick.
They've probably had a very busy schedule.
Yeah, they're probably a little busier than I am, but you will win tickets today, Roadhouse Cinema, to go on our Box Office Blitz. So keep listening all show long. We're just going to give you stuff for listening to us on Monday. So we've got all of that for you on the program today, and we have telephone calls. Plus, man, it just keeps getting better and better and better. You know, text messaging. Do I talk to you, or do I text message with you more?
I think it's about 60-40 in regards to...
Hold on, I got to turn on my fan. It's hot in here.
Oh, yeah, it's getting warm, even in this one right here. I got to check the AC to see if it's working in here.
Yeah, it's a little warm in here. Anyway, do I talk to you more? I probably text you more.
I want to say it's 60-40 call to text.
Okay,
to be honest.
It should be more. It should be more texting than calling.
Quick and to the point, yeah.
Right. So I want people to be able to text this radio show, right?
Right.
And we had a system to text us before, and quite honestly, it sucked. Is that bad that I just said it was awful?
I mean, technology is always, there's always room for improvement.
This wasn't even technology. This was just straight up garbage. This was just straight up garbage time. This was the absolute worst.
It was really that bad.
It was that bad. It was that bad. Yeah. It could have been the worst technology anybody's ever had. I mean, it was bad. So we've been working on it, and we've been working on it, and we've been working on it, and we've been working on it a little bit more.
We couldn't do diddly poo offensive.
But now we can. We could do diddly poo. We could do more than diddly poo, because we now have a new text number. You could text us. You could send me a text right now, and I could read your text on the air if it's any good, or I could just flush it if it's not. But if you want to be able to contact us, if you want to be able to chime in during the program, we have a text number. You ready?
What's our number?
No, I asked you, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, no, you need something bigger than that.
What?
You need big announcement sounds.
Well, let's see. Oh, there you go.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. The text line. In order to send me a text, here's the number. You ready?
What do we got?
520-848-1290. Yes, yes, yes.
That number sounds familiar, Rich.
What?
I think that's the same line that they could use to call into the station, too.
What?
Yeah, 520-848-1290.
No, that's different, isn't it?
No, it's the same number.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
No, I got the number. I got it right here. It's a big piece of paper they handed me. They said there's a big announcement.
Yeah.
You can now text us at 520-848-1290.
Yeah, you can text us and you can call us.
Text the word Rich, R-I-C-H, along with your message to 520-848-1290. So type in, why don't you try it? I'll try it as well. Those of you that are watching us on YouTube and Facebook, welcome. Let me try this. Do you have, can you text? Oh, but you're an Android guy.
Yeah, I'm an Android guy, so mine's going to be kind of backwoods. I'm sure it's going to take me longer to do it.
So I just text in R-I-C-H, hello, love, I love the show, but don't like Dragon Ball. That's what I'm texting in. Let me see what happens. Oh, wait a minute. I have text messages to read. Dun, dun, dun. The text message is, hello there.
I believe that'd be me.
Wow. All right, we have a text message. Hello there. I got another text message. Oh, I have another text message now. What's the other text message? It says, wait a minute, let me get this here. It says, hey, I love the show, but don't like Dragon Ball.
There you go. Okay.
Wow, you can now send us text messages. I'm kind of digging this, right?
There you go. Yep.
All right, so if you want to text into the program, you can text Rich to 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Text the word Rich to 520-848-1290 in order to get onto the program.
There you go.
Wow, that's kind of simplistic and easy, isn't it?
It is. So easy, I could do it.
Well, I wouldn't.
Go ahead. Make my day.
I wouldn't call it that easy. Wow. All right. Well, you could text into us now. I'm kind of digging this. So I expect text messages. You don't want to wait on hold. You're busy. Send me a text message. Hey, Rich, I think you're good looking. Hey, Rich, who's that other guy? Hey, Rich, what happened at Pac-12 Media Day? So all you got to do is send us a text, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Text Rich to 520-848-1290, and we can read your text messages on the air. Pretty cool stuff. New technology, right?
New technology.
New technology. All right, let's do this. Let's see what's rattling around in my big old head.
Warning. The following segment might trigger some listeners, and 1290 does not take responsibility for the following content.
What the hell is going on?
It's time for the list as we explore the sick, twisted mind of our host, Rich Herrera.
And that's when things got bad.
And the list of things he is thinking about in that huge size 8 chrome magnum head of his.
Look at the size of that boy's head. That's like an orange on a toothpick.
You're gonna give the boy a complex.
Well, that's a huge noggin. Has its own weather system.
All right, I just got a new text. Rich, welcome back from California. I guess I should ask people to put their name on it, too, if you want.
Yeah. If you want to have us know who's texting in,
Somebody just said, Rich, hi, how are you? Someone else said, welcome back from California. Just got another one. I'm kind of digging this, man. Here's another text message. Hey, Rich, when are we going to announce going to the SEC? Or ACC? Well, Big 12. I guess we have a timeline. All right, you know what? I'm kind of digging this, right? I'm going to move this over in front of my call screen. I think I'd rather you text me than call. I'm digging this. Text away, everybody. 520-848-1290. Text the word Rich along with your message. Dude, I might need a new screen in here.
Oh, you're going to need a second screen for it?
I think I need a second screen in here to read all these great text messages. Wait a second. Here's more. Rich, you're really good looking. I thought I would test the line for you. Wow. All right, I'm digging this. All right. Text away, Tucson. And by the way, if you're watching on the stream or you're outside our regular radio audience and you're listening online or you're Google or whatever you're doing, you can. That text message works everywhere. All right, here we go. 520-848-1290. Text Rich and your message. Thank you so much. Xavier, thanks for the text message. Love it, brother. All right, I'm back from Pac-12 Media Day. Let me just get through this for you. It was a very uncomfortable day in Los Angeles, right? I did this by mistake. I made a faux pas. So, you know, we streamed all day, right? We had a little bit of technical issues in the morning. We had never done it before on location. Got it going well in the afternoon.
Yes.
But I found these. I think I found them like Dick's Sporting Goods a couple of years ago, and they're decals of all the stickers in the Pac-12. So I've decorated here in the studio, and I have a couple on my laptop. I've got the Block A and the Pac-12 Shield.
Right.
And so I have another company-issued laptop. So I said, I'll just put stickers all over it because you know how much IT people love that. So I did. So I had all the stickers. So I put Arizona on top, Pac-12 on top, and then I kind of had a mishmash of all the other schools in the Pac-12, and I had room for USC, UCLA, and I'm like, where do I put them? Do I put them right side up or upside down?
What did you do, Rich?
I didn't do either. I left them off.
Oh, okay.
And I left them sitting on the table because I couldn't figure out what to do with them. And then I got busy doing everything else. And I actually got some attitude from USC and UCLA. One of the PR people from UCLA goes, hey, do you got a problem with LA? I said, no, I used to live here. She goes, oh, and she started giving me side eye. And then the USC folks had to sit there with me when I was talking to their coaches and athletes. Now, they did that for everybody, but they were giving me the jaundiced eye. And one of the UCLA players was giving me side eye and throwing shade my way. And then we had a great interview, and I'm like, what's up? And I'm like, oh, dude, I forgot all about that. So it was a very uncomfortable day because USC was flexing. UCLA, in my opinion, seemed a little embarrassed by everything. The feeling was like, and I'm not sure if you guys picked this up because the stream is live, and I'm going to be completely candid and honest. I never sandbag people. I never ambush people. That is Bush League, and if you do that, you're a bum. So I will look you in the eye. I'll never say anything on the radio that I won't say to your face. So if I'm going to trash you on the radio, I'm going to look you in the eye and tell you exactly what I said when I see you face to face. And I told Lincoln Riley, hey, listen, I was saying bad stuff about the Bruins at church. I was saying bad stuff about you. I told him on and off the air. I told Chip, I said, yeah, I've been mad at the Bruins. But I made sure I told Chip, Kelly, and Lincoln Riley before they came on. I said, hey, just so you know, we're streaming. It's live on Facebook. It's live on YouTube. And then we'll have this on the radio for you. And you know what? Unfortunately, it is the big story. I do have to ask you about Pac-12 realignment. So I just wanted to give you that heads up before we get started. I don't have to do that as a talk shows, but I think it's a fair thing to do because I don't want to ambush anybody. That's not my style. Other people can do it. You look yourself in the mirror in the morning. I look myself in the mirror in the morning every day. Feel pretty good about myself. So I told Chip, I told Lincoln Riley, hey, we're going to talk about this. Chip looked at me and he goes, hey, no avoiding it. Got to do it. Lincoln goes, okay. We'll have those interviews for you this week. But my big takeaway was everybody at the Pac-12 Media Day was a little uncomfortable. We're going to get into this a little bit later in the program. Dragball, what did I warn everybody? Be careful of who you listen to. Mm-hmm. Because you listen to that press conference, right?
Yes.
You can tell who's homing for the Big 12, who's homing for the Big 10, and who's standing up for the Pac-12.
Yeah.
You can tell which are the Big 10 bros, right? And which are the Big 12 bros, and you can tell who the frat boys in the SEC are. And by the way, I hate using the word frat boy because I was in a fraternity, but can't think of a better word. And then you can tell who the apologist for the Pac-12 is. I am very, very clear with my bias. I am 100% behind the Pac-12. I told the commissioner there's the one man that I wish was leading this conference right now, and I'm glad it's him. So I wear it on my sleeve, and I tell you exactly what's going on. We're going to break down everything we got from Pac-12 Media Day, including something we didn't carry live in the air. But I want to go through the Q&A for the commissioner during his media session in the morning, and there's some really telltale things that you're going to hear in there. That's one of the things rattling around in my big old head. The big breaking news around the National Football League, the Browns' Watson gets recommended a 6-game suspension. Here's my question. Did he do it or did he not do it? He gets 6 games but not fined? For what? Either he did it or he didn't do it. 6 games and no fine is trying to cut the baby in half. National Football League, you have an issue. Now, the arbiter said, well, there's a difference between sexual misconduct and misconduct on the field that's violent versus nonviolent. What? Either you did it and you're a bad guy, or you didn't do it and everybody owes you an apology. This sitting in the middle is garbage. The NFL wanted a year. The NFLPA, and that's what they do. The union has to stand up for its members. They're saying, please don't fight this. Just let him take his 6 games. Let me ask you this. If you're a Browns fan, if he was completely innocent, he'd be playing week 1 for you. If he's not innocent, he's sitting. So do you go out and buy a Deshaun Watson jersey? How do you feel about that? Because either he did it or he didn't. And for the National Football League, who's all about, hey, the image, guys, you need to show everybody what you stand for. Either you're gonna say, listen, I guess we'll now parse between violent and non-violent offenses. And if you do that, then I think you're going to lose some people.
Oh, yeah.
Other news in the National Football League. Dragon Ball will have his NFL headlines a little bit later. Deebo Samuel finally gets his deal with the 49ers. Hooray! I'm a Niner fan. Kyler Murray doesn't have to study film anymore after it leaks about his contract, right?
He doesn't need to study any film, but he may be sitting at home for a little bit.
Because he has?
He has tested positive for COVID, ladies and gentlemen.
Have you had COVID yet?
No.
You want it?
No. I'll happily pass on all of that.
And Major League Baseball trade deadline coming up tomorrow. Juan Soto hasn't gone anywhere. Yankees are gearing up, getting more depth. They're in it to win it. Astros are making some deals. We'll see where Juan Soto goes. Does he become a Dodger? Does he become a Padre? Where's he going to go?
Oof, it's hard to say, but the Padres have already made a move as it is. They just went and traded for a Hader from Milwaukee, so they've got a closer.
One closer for another?
It was a closer for a closer, but there was like 4 other players included, so it was like a 5-player transaction.
Does it put them over the top? Does it push them past the Los Angeles Dodgers? The answer is no.
Not at the moment.
So they need Soto. The Dodgers need Soto to keep the Padres at bay. Padres are all in. They already, here's the funny part. Since I worked there until now, they've had 4 faces of the franchise. Mm-hmm. You got to face the franchise once a decade. They signed Will Myers, said he was the face of the franchise. Then they signed Eric Hosmer when I was there, face of the franchise. Then they go out and get Manny Machado, face of the franchise. Then they give the big deal to Fernando Tatis, face of the franchise. You go out and get Juan Soto, and he becomes the face of the franchise.
Not to mention, they just gave Musgrove a huge contract over the weekend.
Is it enough to overtake the Los Angeles Dodgers? We'll see.
Not sure.
All right, that's what's rattling around in my big old head right now. Today's program brought to you by PGA Tour Superstore. You know when I stopped on my way home? I did a little sightseeing. Because it was a long drive. I drove by myself. And I'm like, I'm going to drive back to San Diego. So I took an extra 2 hours on my drive. I went down. I saw Brett Boone. I went to Cathedral Catholic football practice. So it's kind of cool, Dragon Ball. When I walk in, I'm wearing Block A stuff. I've got on a Arizona visor, Arizona Block A long sleeve shirt. I think I'm wearing red Arizona Nike shoes. A couple of kids, they didn't even know who I was because these are younger kids. I walked down past the freshmen in the JV practice, and like 4 or 5 kids started yelling "bear down." Like, whoa, that's pretty cool. You want to know why?
Why is that?
Because the Arizona coaching staff has been out there active at high schools. If I would have walked out there when Kevin Sumlin was the coach, nobody would have said two words. But because they've seen Arizona coaches out on the recruiting trail and Arizona's profile has risen up, there were freshmen, sophomore, juniors who were yelling bear down. And then when I got out to the varsity practice, kids were looking at me when I was walking through going, hey, bear down, go Arizona. So it was kind of cool that the profile of the team has risen that much. Anyway, I also stopped by Torrey Pines golf course.
Of course.
I had to buy a hat.
You have to.
I was looking around. I was like, man, this is pretty cool. I want to go play golf. I started calling buddies of mine, like, we need to go play more golf. We need to, you know what? And if I go out and play more golf, you know what I'm going to need? More golf balls.
Yes.
You know what I'm going to go get them? PGA Tour Superstore. They have the largest selection. Everyday low prices. You don't have to worry about, this coupon, that coupon. They have great selection, great pricing for everybody, whether you're playing the best TaylorMade, the best Callaway, Bridgestone, Wilson. They have it all for you. And here's the best part. If you want to go out and make a purchase at PGA Tour Superstore, I'm going to help you out. I've got a hookup for you. You could get $20 off a purchase of $100, $50 off a purchase of $250 of everything in the store except for Ping, Titleist, FootJoy. They're not included in our promotion. Everything else, giddy up. Nike shoes, Adidas shoes, Echo, Puma, New Balance, the new MG4 kicks. You can get those there. You want a driver? Hey, that $50 off the driver. Ping, Callaway, TaylorMade, Cobra. Again, Ping not included in this, but they have all of the latest drivers and technology you can hope for. They're located at Oracle and Limberlost. They're a proud sponsor of our Tucson golf show that you hear Saturday morning, 8 a.m. here on Wildcats Radio 1290. PGA Tour Superstore. Shop with the pros. Home for golf pros and beginners just like me. PGA Tour Superstore, Oracle, and Limberlost. Man, the text messages are blowing up. I like this. I'll read some of your text messages. I'm going to give you more of my thoughts on Pac-12 Media Day. Hey, Paul in Phoenix. He doesn't get the whole VIP collar treatment, but he's checking in with us on a text. I'm digging this. Oh, somebody else wants to know, can we get our prediction on how many games Arizona's going to win? All right, we'll work on that too. Hey, text us, Rich to 520-848-1290.
Exclusively on Wildcats Radio. This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down, and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellis, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The Locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments for the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball. Down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's
We're tied.
Huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps out of the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big.
Fully on the field is a safety.
All right, today is Box Office Blitz Monday. Sometime this hour, we're going to give away a pair of passes. Correct, Dragon Ball? No, just sometime this hour, not right now. Oh, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
What'd you do?
It's sometimes the little cable is a little bit finicky, so we just have to go ahead and touch it every so often. But yes.
Don't be touching things. Don't be took us.
But yes, we will be giving away a pair of Roadhouse Cinema passes for the lucky listener listening in today during this hour.
And then what about the next hour?
And the next hour.
And the hour after that.
And that hour, but then no more because we're not on the air after that.
Okay.
we have 3 pairs of Roadhouse Cinema tickets that we're giving away today.
Well, and then Roadhouse Cinema. Great place. We went and watched Top Gun. Sat back because they have the reclining seats that you could sit in.
Yes.
And then they have waiters and waitresses that you can actually sit there and eat a meal while you're watching your movie.
It's very nice.
And the best popcorn ever?
I would definitely say it's up there. It's definitely up there.
Like, what's better?
I'm kind of a sucker for the Harkins popcorn because it's just drenched in butter, but that's just me.
It's not real butter.
I mean, it's not, but it still tastes good.
They have the flavored, and they'll put extra butter on it. I asked.
Oh, no, it's the flavor. I don't know. It's not kettle corn, is it?
No, but they have different flavors. They have they bring in this big bowl of popcorn. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And you can have cocktails.
Now, see, that's
you have beer and wine while in a cocktail while you're watching the movie, which does nothing for Dragon Ball.
No, it does nothing
but
for
it
me.
does a lot for Rich. So Yeah, let's just do it right now. Let's just do it. Let's just give away a pair of passes to Roadhouse Cinema. Let's do it right now. Yeah, maybe, kind of, sort of.
The Wildcats Radio 1290 box office is now open.
We feel that right away. It's just refreshing.
With tickets to ball games, concerts, movies,
surely you can't be serious.
and more.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Start calling at 520-848-1290 to win. Good luck from Wildcats Radio 1290.
See, some of you are smarter than others because as soon as that started flying off, people started calling right away. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. We will take caller number 10.
10. Okay.
Because of the Pac-10. Caller number 10 right now. Wow, look at the Dragon Ball cam. Look, that's the hardest he's worked all day long answering phones. 520-848-1290. Caller number 10 right now. Keep calling, keep calling, keep calling. And you'll win a pair of tickets to Roadhouse Cinema, courtesy of Wildcats Radio 1290. All right, let me give you a couple things. Let me unpack some stuff from Pac-12 Media Day, and I have our interviews kind of in order right now. I will tell you this. I thought the UCLA Bruins are kind of sheepish. They were kind of shrugging their shoulders. They weren't boisterous. They felt, I got the feeling that it was kind of embarrassing for them to be caught up in the middle of this controversy. That's the takeaway I got. On the other hand, for the USC Trojans, they come rolling in. We had a nice conversation with the two student athletes, and I thought I had a pretty good conversation with Lincoln Riley. You heard that live here on 1290 on Friday. We'll replay it for you. It's also archived on YouTube at Wildcats 1290 if you want to take a listen to that. But for the USC Trojans, everybody else showed up in golf shirts, coaches' shirts, polos. Not the Trojans. They showed up Lincoln Riley shirt and tie. Their PR staff was dressed like they're going to business meeting. The players are showing up in sports coats, and that's not bad. But it was just a little bit of a flex on everybody else in the Pac-12. It was just a little bit of a flex. And you'll hear Lincoln when we replay that interview for you. He said, listen, we did what's best for our university. Not much thought about anybody else in the Pac-12. And now the LA Times has come out with a story that said absolutely that the University of Southern California misled the rest of the folks in the Pac-12. Now, we're going to walk through all of George Kliavkoff's comments, including him talking about UCLA. They're not as free as clear as some people might say. I think they are. Other people are saying other things. And we're really going to get to hear George's comments about the Big 12. They might be open for business. We're just not sure we're going to go shopping there. And then I want to play the reaction to all of that. I'm glad that he stuck his chest out and stood up for the Pac-12. And you'll hear in his own words why he needed to do that, because of the bombs that are being lobbed at the Pac-12. So we'll get all that for you. I think the one thing that I'm going to tell you is I came away with the understanding that the Pac-10 is united like never before, with one eye looking to see if a door is going to open. You're going to hear from Kyle Whittingham in just a moment, and he was very, very candid, saying, yeah, we're all together, but we do need to look at what the landscape is for media rights and how they're going to be divvied up. And then we'll be able to really tell whether this conference is in it to win it, to stay together. I'm proud of the way that George Kliavkoff stood up for this conference. I wish more people would. Big 12's trying to destabilize it. I've been telling you that for the last 3 weeks. He came out and said it. Folks, I'm going to tell you this, and this isn't just me being arrogant. I've seen it before. I've been through these things. I can figure these things out. That's why I've been on the radio as long as I have. I will tell you this. A lot of the stuff that we've been calling on the radio for the last 2 weeks were all confirmed at Pac-12 Media Day. That's why you need to stick with us every day, because I'm going to tell you what's really going on. But you're going to hear something in the next hour or so that's going to make you kind of shrug your shoulders and think a little bit more. Namely, we're going to play you Kyle Whittingham's interview with us, and he did talk about, hey, we're going to look at the door. We're going to look to see where the media rights are going to be before we decide that we're all going forth together. But I think right now the Pac-10 is as united as it possibly could be. Now, I'll throw one other thing at you, Dragon Ball. I don't know if you caught this, and we'll play these for George Kliavkoff's comments when he said our digital rights are out for bid right now. Did you know what that meant?
That is to me, that means that they're looking maybe at like an Apple Plus or something like the main word that was used that I thought was it's a non-traditional partner. So we're not looking at a TV station.
Vis-a-vis, here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's what's going to happen. Here's what I think is going to happen. I got this the other day. I got this chart. I got it right here. Here's the projected media payouts for the conferences. For the Big Ten right now, 2022, each of their member schools are getting $57.2 million. The SEC, $54.3. The Big 12, $40.6. The Pac-12, $34.4. The ACC, $30 million per school. By the time we get to 2029, the projected payout estimate for Big Ten schools will be $94 million in TV money. In just money. The SEC will be at 105. The Big 12 will be at 50. The Pac-12 will be at 56. The ACC will be at 55. So the Big 12 is going to go from 57, 58, 73 in 2024. They'll go up to $86 million in 2026. By the time we get to 2029, at the end of this decade, they'll be at $94 million. The SEC, by the end of the decade, will be at $105.3 million. The Big 12 is going to be at $51 million. And if things stay the way they are, in the Pac-12 will be at $56.5 million. What does that mean? Two things, and you're going to hear this from Kliavkoff. The Big 12's going hunting right now, trying to take out the Pac-12 because they need to be able to get closer to the $100 million than the $50 million mark they're at projected in 2029. The other half of that is Dragon Ball, and get ready to hold on to your socks. Here's my prediction. The Pac-12 network, I think, will go away. I think that's pretty much a foregone conclusion. But here's what I think is going to replace it, and I don't think you're going to be happy. What's the biggest beef with the Pac-12 network? Weak distribution. You can't see it anywhere. In order to get the money to make up that $50 million difference between the Big Ten, the SEC, and the Pac-12, you're going to have to go to a non-traditional digital partner. Apple, Amazon, Hulu. Now, maybe not Hulu because they're part of that Disney product, but I'd say Apple, Amazon, somebody like that is going to end up with a piece of the Pac-12's television packages. So you could see the Territorial Cup on streaming TV on Amazon or Apple TV. That distribution will be worse and reach less people in the short term than Pac-12 Network did. The trade-off is going to be you'll make a boatload of money because you will force people to sign up for Amazon and Apple TV in order to get these games. Here's the model. And do I have to hurry up real quick? Am I over time?
You're good.
Okay, here's the model. Watch what happens this year on Thursday Night Football. Thursday Night Football will be exclusively here on Wildcats Radio 1290. The only place you can watch it or listen to it for free is right here on 1290. Because where is Thursday Night Football going to be?
This one's Amazon, is it not?
It's going to be on Amazon television exclusively. Exclusively. So what does that do? Well, if I don't want to watch Thursday Night Football, let's say it's the Browns and the Ravens. Or, I'm sorry, Steelers and Ravens, right? You're a big Pittsburgh Steeler fan.
Right.
You've got to watch to see what happens. Kenny Pickett taking on the Ravens for the very first time. And if that's on Amazon Prime, what are you going to do?
I got to get an Amazon Prime account.
Do you have one now?
No. I try to avoid online shopping as much as possible.
It's going to force us to get out of this cable model to more streaming. Think about this. Do you remember when they started having Thursday Night Football and they put Thursday Night Football exclusively on NFL Network?
Yes.
Why did they do that? Because they forced the cable operators to put NFL Network on their basic cable package or their Tier 1 sports package.
It's strong-arming.
It's strong-arming. Apple and Amazon are going to come in and overpay the Pac-12. In my prediction, they're going to overpay the Pac-12 to get those games, to strong-arm us, to sign up for Apple, to sign up for Amazon. the same way the National Football League did it. I know this because I worked as a broadcast executive in baseball. When MLB Network started, NFL Network had already strong-armed the cable companies. The cable companies were not going to let baseball strong-arm them, so instead, baseball gave a percentage of MLB Network to all the cable operators in order to get them to carry the network. We're going to see our Pac-12 games going on to a smaller distribution point than Pac-12 Network. Short-term, people are not going to be happy. Long-term, we're all going to be watching Amazon and Apple by the time we're all said and done. And by the way, you can come over to my house because I have both.
Oh.
I got so many streaming services I don't know what to do with.
Well, that and you're also pre-ordering streaming services for movies.
I am. But you know the one streaming service you can get for free? Wildcats Radio 1290.
There
we
you
stream for free. We're stream. By the way, this year we're streaming all the NFL games for free in Tucson and Arizona football in Tucson for free.
There you go.
All right, you want to comment? Go ahead. You can call in 520-848-1290. You can text me, Rich. Text Rich along with your name and your message to 520-848-1290. Dude, text messages are blowing up today. I'm digging this. We'll continue a conversation with Kyle Whittingham. Listen to what he says about how united the Pac-10. He used the word Pac-10 is. That's next here on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. That was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen. Picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's a
tied.
Huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps into the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big.
Pulling on the field is a safety.
Yes. That's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Abear, they just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
TCU not going to foul yet. Mathurin looking at Tommy Lloyd. Shot clock at 15. Mathurin back and forth dribble. 10 to shoot now. Long ways from the bucket. Off to Dalen Terry. Terry looking for help. 6 to shoot. Way outside to Mathurin. 3, 2. Mathurin forces the 3 off the rim. No good. Follow. Koloko jumps it home. And the Cats up by 5.
Offensive rebound. And the man of the night, Christian Koloko. 12 of 13 from the field. 28 points.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Krisa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Krisa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
4th down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's a huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points And we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps up in the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big
Really
time.
on the field is a safety.
Yes. That's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Hebert. They just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
Football. We are Wildcats Radio 1290. Rich Herrera on Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, thanks for joining us, everybody. Wildcats Radio 1290. People are text messaging us left and right today. 520-848-1290. Text Rich to 520-848-1290 with your message. David said, free streaming. Tonstoffel states there's nothing is free. Gratuitous, perhaps, but free, no. He got me there.
Yeah.
Tonstoffel. You know what Tonstoffel means?
There is no such thing as a free lunch.
That's right. All right, so it is free streaming. There is no cost to you, financial cost to you. It's the opportunity cost of everything else you could be doing at that time. There is no such thing as a free lunch, but I'll put it to you this way. We're not charging you for it. So if I want to watch Disney Plus, I got to pay. If I want to watch Amazon, I got to pay. If I got Netflix, and I've got them all. I got to get Paramount because I want to watch that 1882 Tim McGraw Yellowstone prequel. I don't have that. I think if I have that, I think I'll have every possible streaming service known to man plus cable TV. And then I spend most nights watching YouTube for free.
You're working towards that, to be honest with you. But in regards to it won't cost you anything to listen to Thursday Night Football here on Wildcats Radio 1290, I would say it would cost you something week 16 on December 22nd because that game's between the Jets and the Jaguars. That's probably going to be...
shut up. God, you media people are so... there's going to be someone's going to pay money to go to that game.
All 35 people?
No, where are they playing?
They're in New York in December.
I'm sure there's people that are going to go out there and watch the game.
No, you're going to have to put on like 6 hoodies for that.
Why are we being such haters?
I'm just saying that's the one
Listen,
game I look
I've been
at
to bad baseball games. I worked for more bad baseball teams than anyone else in America.
There's something to be said about bad football games, especially between two teams that have been fighting for the top pick for the last 3 years.
You know what? You're cynical.
No, I'm very cynical.
You are cynical. Cynical. All right. I want to go through some things for you on the program today. George Kliavkoff. Everybody says his name differently. I just call him Mr. Commissioner, if you notice.
He's got one of those problems where his name could be pronounced any number of ways.
All right. So Media Day was set in two different places. We were upstairs, what they called Media Village, was Radio Row. I told Jim Hill. You know who Jim Hill is?
Not off the top of my head, no.
He's an LA sportscaster, legendary LA sportscaster, been there forever. It's kind of cool. He knew my name. I was like, wow, Jim Hill. He was actually in Rocky.
Really?
Yeah. He was in Rocky. He was one of the sportscasters when Rocky and Clubber Lang were trying to get together, and he did a couple of the newscasts about Rocky and not Clubber Lang, Rocky and Apollo Creed.
I was going to say that would be Rocky 3.
No, it was the original Rocky. It was Rocky 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So he was standing there doing stand-ups at the end, and we were upstairs. So we were the Novo Theater in LA Live. So across the way is Staples Center. I don't care. They're not paying me enough to call it Crypto.com Arena. Staples Center. And then there's a Microsoft Theater, which they do shows in. Then there's a fancy sushi place where I had dinner. There was a soul food place where I ate. There's a Fleming Steakhouse. There's a Yard House. The Grammy Museum. I didn't go inside the Grammy Museum this time. I've been there before. It's really cool. There was a couple ladies selling hot dogs on a hot plate on a cart next to that out in the street. ESPN's West Coast studios are right there, radio and TV. There was a Smash Burger I ate there, a couple other places, right?
Right.
So it's like an entertainment district outside of the arena. There's a big movie theater, and then, of course, I stayed at a very bougie hotel with everybody else.
Yes.
All the riffraff stayed across the street. I stayed at the bougie hotel because that's the way I roll.
They stayed at the Crypto.com Arena?
No, they stayed in like Fleabag motels. I stayed in the same hotel as the commissioner.
So the Crypto.com Arena?
No, we stayed in a very nice hotel.
No, a Fleabag-ridden hotel. Oh, you said a hotel, not arena. That's my mistake.
Will you pay attention here? These jokes don't work on their own.
They try not to.
I need help. You know what? Can I just get people to text me?
Oh, go.
I will text you.
Text me, Rich. Text the word Rich to 520-848-1290. So we were in Radio Row, and I will tell you this. If you watched our stream, it looked like I was in a brothel.
I wasn't going to say anything, but the lighting was a little...
brothel. I told that. That's when he started looking, and he goes, wow, where do you think... He was looking at my set, and he goes, where do you think these... What are these curtains? I said, Jim... On my live stream, it looks like I'm sitting in a brothel. And he goes, I didn't want to say that. I started laughing and walked away. It was Rich, that's funny. He walked away. It was hilarious.
Think it's the colored neon lighting, I think,
They
is
had
what
purple
did
and
it.
green.
Yeah.
It was a cool place to be.
It was a cool place to be. It did not look like a place.
If you're in a nightclub.
Yeah, it did not look like where you'd want to be performing a Zoom meeting.
No.
To say the least.
And then downstairs was a big theater.
Right.
So they have we were in the VIP lounge, if we were going to go see a show and you wanted to be a baller beforehand and have bottle service, that's where I was sitting.
Right.
Then next floor down, they had another lounge, and then they had the big theater where you could see a small intimate show. And that's where they had the coaches doing the Q&A with all the writers. We were upstairs, electronic media, on the top floor. So I didn't get a chance to watch the press conferences that they were going on with the different attendees. I just had the one-on-ones upstairs with me, which I liked even better. So the commissioner sat down early on. I didn't get a chance to watch it live. I listened to it afterwards that night, and then I re-listened to it when I was driving back from Los Angeles, and I thought there were some really interesting things in here, and I wanted to play these out for you. So let's start with cut 2. Cut 2, David, the question was going to be what?
How sure is George that the other teams aren't going to just up and leave?
Okay, so he was asked this question about, the Pac-10, everybody says we're standing together. Did you get his opening statement?
The opening statement I have. I can go ahead and I can try to pull that up real quick.
Do you want to play that now or do you want to play that later?
We can go ahead and we can play it now.
All right, so here's George Kliavkoff's opening statement as he sat down. How long is it?
It should take only I believe it's only about 2 minutes.
Okay, 2-3 minutes. All right, here's the commissioner of the Pac-12 in his opening statement to the media at Pac-12 Media Day.
All right, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here for Pac-12 Media Day. We'll get started right away. Let me go ahead and introduce Commissioner George Kliavkoff.
For being here today and for representing their teammates. I also want to thank and welcome our football head coaches, athletic directors, many of our distinguished football alumni, our corporate partners, the Rose Bowl, and our other bowl partners. And a special welcome to the National Football Foundation, which is celebrating its 75th anniversary this year. I also want to thank the dozens of Pac-12 staff members who worked behind the scenes for months to make this day a success. Finally, I want to thank the members of the media who have joined us in person. We greatly appreciate all that you do to tell the stories of the Pac-12 to our fans. Just over 1 year ago, I joined the Pac-12 as commissioner because I believe strongly in the Pac-12's mission to develop the next generation of leaders by championing excellence in academics, athletics, and the well-being of our student athletes. While college sports are undergoing unprecedented transformation, that mission has not changed and will never change for the Pac-12. Since the Pac-12 was formed, we've been a leader in supporting student athletes. I'll give you a few examples. We were the first conference to include student athletes in our formal governance structure. We provide leadership around student-athlete care in both mental health support and guaranteeing post-competition injury care for 4 years, twice as long as our peer conferences. We guarantee financial support for degree completion. We have always led in the areas of diversity, equity, inclusion, and social justice initiatives. And we fought for student-athlete time demand legislation to ensure the primacy of academics. However, when I look at what is taking place in college sports, I believe that we have collectively lost sight of the student athlete. We need to recalibrate our approach to ensure our filter for any decision is what is in their best interest. The good news is I believe that there is a path forward that will allow us to stay true to our mission and support our student athletes while also adjusting to the reality of today's changing landscape. So my message today is one of optimism, both for the future of the Pac-12 and for our industry. Let's turn to the state of Pac-12 football, which is why we are here today. Our football goals remain the same: to optimize for CFP invitations and ultimately to win football championships. While we are coming off a year where we had multiple elite teams in the conversation for the CFP until very late in the season, we ultimately fell short of our goal of qualifying a team for the playoffs. However, after the season, the 2021 NFL Draft saw 2 top 10 picks from the Pac-12. In our offseason, we saw a groundswell of investment in football across our campuses. These investments came in coaching, recruiting, stadiums, and other facilities. These investments have already paid off in recruiting. All 4 of the 5-star recruits from the Pac-12's geographic footprint committed to Pac-12 schools this past year. And our schools brought in even more talent through the transfer portal. Our schools attracted 40 players from other Power 5 conferences, with at least one Power 5 player going to each Pac-12 school. These transfers included the highest-rated player in the transfer portal and the reigning Bolitnikoff Award winner. We are also welcoming 4 new head coaches to the league this year. Dan Lanning comes to Oregon from Georgia, where he led the nation's top defense to a national championship. In fact, Coach Lanning's Georgia defense was record-setting, giving up just 8.8 points per game. New USC head coach Lincoln Riley took Oklahoma to the college football playoffs 3 times in 5 seasons with the Sooners. Kalen DeBoer heads to Washington after leading Fresno State to a 10-win season in just his second year. And Jake Dicker took over at Washington State at the end of last season, leading the Cougars to wins in 3 of their last 4 conference games, including the Apple Cup. Pac-12 schools will also be part of some of the most anticipated football games in college football this season. In Week 1, we have a highly anticipated SEC doubleheader. Coach Lanning will take Oregon to Atlanta to take on his former squad and the defending national champions, Georgia. Later that day, defending Pac-12 champions Utah opened their season in the Swamp against the Florida Gators. Off the field, we led the effort to enact an NCAA rule change that allows conferences to determine their own qualification mechanisms for their championship football games. And following that rule change, we immediately announced our strategic decision that going forward, our 2 best teams, as measured by conference record, will compete in our football championship game. Last year, that game featured Utah and Oregon, attracted a near sellout crowd at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, and a TV viewership that averaged over 4 million and peaked at over 5 million viewers. We are back in Vegas this year, and tickets go on sale today for our 2022 championship game on Friday, December 2nd. Beyond football, I'd like to acknowledge the success of our student athletes across all sports. Last year,
again, this is George Kliakoff's opening remarks, and we'll hear him talk about USC, UCLA here in just a second. Let's go ahead and pot that back up.
Tied for the most in the nation and marking the 17th straight year that the Pac-12, the Conference of Champions, has led or tied for the most NCAA championships. This year, the 50th anniversary of Title IX also saw the Pac-12 win its 200th women's championship, an incredible milestone and far more than any other conference, and a testament to our school's commitment to women's sports. As a conference, we are of course very disappointed by the decisions by USC and UCLA to leave the Pac-12 and a century of tradition and rivalries after 2024. That said, USC and UCLA have been proud members of the Pac-12 for almost a century. Despite their decision, we cherish our relationship with their student athletes, coaches, staff, faculty, alumni, and fans. For that reason, I have personally instructed everyone at our conference to make sure that USC and UCLA student athletes are given every opportunity to compete and succeed for as long as they remain in the Pac-12. Moving ahead, we are bullish about the Pac-12's future and our opportunities for long-term growth, stability, and success.
Can we pause right here for a second? All right, so if you notice, it's that normal everything about the Pac-12, and we're going to talk about the leftover residue of Larry Scott where it was about winning as many championships as many different sports as you can, but football wasn't any more special than the rest, and how this conference needs to change. But did you notice, Dragon Ball, he talked about wishing the student athletes of USC, UCLA well, their head coaches, but nothing about the institution themselves. Did you read between the line right there?
There's a question that he answers here that he's very much clear. Is like,
we're rooting for them, but not the schools.
We're not rooting for the school.
Okay,
we want the students to be.
Let's play on for just a little bit more, because he's going to talk about expansion here next.
Yep. Conference boasts 10 of the most iconic and innovative brands in all of sports, all-around excellence in academics and athletics, and a half dozen of the most valuable markets in this country. Over the past 4 weeks, we've been directed by our board to focus the work related to the future of the conference into 3 work streams. First, we will continue the work we had already started last year to enhance the value of our media rights. This work includes the creation of new made-for-television events, elevating our non-conference competition, and adding new revenue streams. Examples of this work include our decision to start the Pac-12 baseball and softball championships.
Okay, let's go ahead and cut this right here. So we're going to get into all the rest of what he had to say coming up here, because I want to get to the Q&As, because I thought that was rather fascinating. You want to comment on anything that we're going to play for you today from Pac-12 Media Day, you can either call in 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290, or you could text Rich to 520-848-1290 along with your name and your message. You can text us now on the same number, 520-848-1290. Hey, today's program is brought to you in part by our friends at QC Kinetics. Listen, are you sick and tired of waking up in the morning with that constant pain that you have in your knees? Maybe it's your hip or your back, and you get up and you make that sound. Oh, you know what? Getting old sucks. It does. And at this time of year, you want to be moving around pain-free. It's the end of summer. We're getting ready for football. Come on, you can do better than that. I want to tell you about QC Kinetics. QC Kinetics is helping people here every day, giving them lasting pain relief using the latest advances in regenerative medicine. The science is real simple. They concentrate your own body's healing agents and apply them into your aching joints. That's it, restoring and repairing damaged tissue. How about this? No drugs, no steroids, no surgery. There were old ways of dealing with pain for years, but there's new ways and there's new remedies out there. You need to learn more about how regenerative medicine and QC Kinetics can change your life. Make this the last summer you suffer from chronic pain. When you get up in the morning, you go, oh, stop making that old man sound. Go see QC Kinetics. They've got clinics right here in Tucson, all over America. This exciting new natural way to deal with joint pain with no side effects and no downtime. Call QC Kinetics right now for a free consultation. 520-497-4955. 520-497-4955. One more time, 520-497-4955. Can I say that one more time? 520-497-4955. They're located locations on Academy and on Orange Grove. Call them right now, 520-497-4955, QC Kinetics. All right, coming up, we're going to start going through some of the Q&As with the commissioner of the Pac-12, and then my one-on-one exclusive interview with Chip Kelly, head coach of UCLA. We'll talk to him about realignment. All that coming up on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it and tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry. Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. That was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's a huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berrios. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
Rich Herrera show rolls on. Got excited for the box office blitz. We'll be giving that away here in just a couple moments, so get ready to call. All right, Dragon Ball, you cut up. Actually, you did all the work. I just kind of stood here and watched. All the questions that the commissioner got. I wanted to run through these real quick, if you don't mind.
No problem.
All right, let's start with cut 2 that you have. He was asked the second question out about how sure you are that other teams aren't going to bolt from the Pac-10 conference. You notice I said Pac-10.
Yep.
George, at some of the media days before yours, the new Big 12 commissioner said they were open for business in terms of expansion. Kevin Warren at Big 10 this week saying, not ruling out future expansion. What gives you confidence that the 10 remaining schools are going to stay in this conference?
Yeah, we've had 2 board meetings a week for the last 4 weeks, and looking my colleagues in the eye and understanding their commitment, and that their first priority is making sure that the Pac-12 survives and thrives and grows and is successful. They're committed to the conference, and I think the best thing to do is to ask them about it. And with respect to the Big 12 being open for business, I appreciate that. We haven't decided if we're going shopping there yet or not.
That was the big shot that he took. And if we can get back and roll through that, the reporter's like, well, how dare you say something like that? He was incredulous, and a bunch of other reporters were incredulous. Folks, that's why I say be careful where you get your news. Be careful who you listen to, because I can tell you, and you can kind of read it, who's pushing the Big 12 is out, and they're going to take down the Pac-10. I'll call it Pac-10 for today because that's what coaches are calling it. Mm-hmm. You heard Kyle Whittingham calling it the Pac-10,
Pac-10.
Right? You also heard Kyle saying, hey, we're all together until we find out what the money's going to be like and whether it makes sense to stay or not. But I think they are all there. But that was George saying, listen, we've been getting haymakers thrown at us. We've been together meeting because we're not going to just pop off and go off half-cocked. We're going to make sure that we know what we're doing. In fact, let's follow back up. Let's go to cut 8. Here's the commissioner being asked about that comment about going shopping for other schools. Again, question to the commissioner.
George, you say that you haven't determined whether you're going to go shopping in the Big 12 or not. You don't hear something like that often from a commissioner saying they might target another conference's schools. Usually it's the other way around. They reach out to you. So, one, has any members of the Big 12 reached out to you about potentially joining the Pac-12? And secondly, you talk about being collegial. Do you think the days of trying to be collegial when it comes to expansion are over?
I hope they're not over, but they're certainly harmed. And that remark was a reflection of the fact that I've been spending 4 weeks trying to defend against grenades that have been lobbed in from every corner of the Big 12, trying to destabilize our remaining conference. And I understand why they're doing it. When you look at the relative media value between the two conferences, I get it. I get why they're scared. I get why they're trying to destabilize us. But I was just tired of that. And yeah, that's probably not the most collegial thing I've ever said. I'm not going to talk about who we've talked to.
Now, by the way, I'm glad he said it. I wish it would have popped off even more. I wish he would have said what everybody knows. USC lied and misled us. UCLA, you're not free and clear because your governor's mad. Now, I heard something today. I met John Canizano, who we talk about quite a bit, and we're getting him to join us here on the radio. He's reporting today that the folks at UCLA are saying, yeah, I don't care what Governor Newsom says. I don't care what the Board of Regents says. We're doing this. I'll tell you this. You really want to make them mad? You really want to make them mad? Just keep popping off UCLA and telling the governor and the Board of Regents to go kick rocks. Yeah, it's not a good idea. It's not a good look for you. But if you want to, go ahead, and they're going to bring you to heel.
Oh, yeah.
They will bring you to heel. But you heard them, well, is that the most... You know what, George? You don't have to be cordial. You had an agreement with the Big Ten and the ACC, and while you're working on that agreement a year ago, Kevin Warren is working on stabbing you in the back. USC stabbed you in the back. UCLA went along for the ride, is the way that I look at it. You don't have to be cordial. Respect is due when people give you respect. And for the media member, oh, how dare you say something like that? Are you kidding me?
It's not. You don't usually hear a commissioner say something like that.
Well, you usually also don't hear commissioners lying to your face and then stabbing you in the back. I got no problem with that, bro. You go, George. You go. But that's why I told you. This is why you got to listen to this radio show, folks. Didn't I tell you to beware of who you're listening to? Because not all the media people are going to be honest with their agenda or the view that they're pushing. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I'm pushing for the Pac-12, Pac-10, whatever we have to stay together. I'm a traditionalist. I'm very, very transparent in my views and my bias. But at least I admit I have a bias because you're starting to see everybody else. Go look and see. If you're seeing someone who's reporting the Big 12's open for business, then you know right there they're hoping for the Big 12. If you hear somebody talking about how the Big 10 is going to go steal Oregon or Washington, you know they're reporting for the Big Ten. You hear somebody like me saying, here's how the Big 12 is going to, the Big 12 is going to, or the Pac-12 is going to hold together, then you know that I'm homing for the Pac-12. The difference is I'll tell you who I'm homing for. The rest of these people won't. Here's cut 4. The commissioners asked, with all the deception and the lies going on, how do we trust each other?
Could you speak to the lack of collegiality in general among your peers and within your room and with any room in college athletics? Why should anyone trust anyone given the last few years?
Yeah, up until very, very recently, I thought the discussions were very collegial. I think in the last month that has changed, unfortunately. I hope that we regain that collegiality because I actually think that's the way that you solve problems. I know I'm going to put myself out there to be as embracive and inclusive of my colleagues as I can be to try and move us forward. I think it's unfortunate if we go the other direction.
I did ask him in our one-on-one that we played for you on Friday, and we'll replay it for you this week in case you missed it. I asked him of the Power 5 commissioners, how many have you talked to lately? He said 3. When's the last time you talked to Kevin Warren? So he's talking to the ACC. He's talking to the SEC. They're not communicating with the Big 12, with the Big 12 trying to destabilize. And we talked about this, Dragon Ball. This is war. This is war.
Yep.
This is a war that's going on.
Are you ready for a war?
And it's all just a bunch of espionage, to be honest with you.
So there's the destruction of someone else's property. Big Ten stealing USC, UCLA away. Then there's the financial and economic war that's going on. And then there's the destabilization of your base. And that's what the Big 12 is doing right now. So the Big 12, Big Ten acts of war against the Pac-12. The Big 12 right now is doing everything they can to destabilize this conference. Let's make no mistakes about it. The Big 12 needs the Pac-12 to go away because in their mind, I think we're only going to have just a handful of power conferences, and they know they don't have the guns or the horses to be a Power 5, to be a power conference and hang with the Big 10 and hang with the SEC. They need the Pac-12's remnants. They need to pick over the bones of the Pac-12 in order to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. They know that bringing in Cincinnati USF is not enough to make you an equal to the Big Ten now with USC, UCLA, or equal to the SEC with Texas and Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. They need the Pac-12 to die in order to pick their bones to prop themselves up and get to 20 teams. With 20 teams, maybe they can hang with the rest. 22 teams, they can hang with the rest, but they're going to have to come at somebody else's expense. That's why the Big 12 has right now a disinformation offensive against the Pac-12. And that's why George said he's tired of getting hand grenades tossed at him from all over the Big 12. Let me see. What else did I want to get to? Do I have time for this? I got time for one more. Did you get misled? This is cut 12.
Alleged that USC misled you. Is that a fair description?
I'm not going to talk about that. We're going to take the high road and not talk about what happened in the past. We're very, very focused on the future, and we're focused and confident in the 10 schools that remain in the Pac-12 being together, growing and succeeding as a group.
Okay, what does that mean?
I love how he says we're going to take the high road in that particular situation.
Meaning, you know what those guys did? They took the low road and cut our feet out from underneath us.
Well, not only that, but it's like he just got done saying, he's like, oh, we're not going shopping for the Big 12 or anything. Like, he's saying we're not going shopping. So he's taking a shot at the other conference, but he's not going to say anything bad about UCLA at the moment.
Or USC.
Or USC or UCLA.
Well, but that question was about USC. Did USC mislead you? And according to the LA Times, 100% they absolutely did.
Right.
So when they go, hey, do you want to comment? Because the media reports are that the USC, the president of USC misled you. You know what? I'm going to take the high road. Because it would have been very easy if it wasn't true to say, no, they were upfront and honest with this, and they decided to go, no. He didn't give them any cover. He goes, we're going to take the high road, which means absolutely the Trojans are traitors.
Absolutely.
All right. What do I need to do right now? Are you telling me to just be quiet and let's play Chip Kelly?
Well, we've got to go ahead and we got to do something in regards to the listeners.
Oh, I got to give stuff away.
Yes, we do.
Box office splits.
Tucson, are you ready to win? The Wildcats Radio 1290 box office is now open.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out?
With tickets to ball games, concerts, movies, and more.
We have to get on. We have so much time and so little to do. Strike that. Reverse it. This way, please.
Start calling at 520-848-1290 to win. Good luck from Wildcats Radio 1290.
Oh my God, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. We have tickets to give away. Roadhouse Cinema, right?
Roadhouse Cinema, a pair of tickets.
All right, what do you want to do?
I say we go ahead and we take caller number 9.
Why 9?
Because I said so.
You have to have a good reason.
Nah.
All right, caller
I'm the
number
one
9.
answering the calls.
Caller number 9 right now. Dragon Ball doesn't want to take off his shoes. Let's see, what's playing Roadhouse Cinema? I'm just looking right now. Oh, DC League of Super Pets.
Oh, okay.
I want to see that. Paws of Fury, The Legend of Hank.
Ah, okay.
Thor: Love and Thunder. I think I did see that there. Elvis and Top Gun Maverick. Call in right now. Caller number 9, 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290. Caller number 9, you win tickets. Roadhouse Cinema. Coming up, my one-on-one conversation. Head coach UCLA Bruins, Chip Kelly's next here at 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
4th down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball. Down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home. And foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down that was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's a
tied.
Huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up.
This is David Amon, and here's what's trending on 1290 here at 4:42. There will be a familiar face at the Mexican Baseball Fiesta at Keno Stadium this October, with the Wildcats officially announced as a participant in the festivities. Their opponent has yet to be determined as of yet. And the Cardinals will not have quarterback Kyler Murray for the next few days after the recently signed quarterback tested positive for COVID, this according to head coach Cliff Kingsbury. And looking to load up on arms for the rest of the season, the Yankees have made a deal to acquire both starter Frankie Montas and closer Lou Trevino from the Oakland Athletics. And a deal has been made to keep one of their own for a long time. The Braves finish a massive contract extension with third baseman Austin Riley as he signs a new 10-year deal worth $212 million. That's what's trending locally and nationally on 1290. Still more to come on the Rich Herrera Show. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
All right, we continue with you here on Wildcats Radio 1290 on the stream and on Facebook. I am pleased to be joined right now by the head coach of the UCLA Bruins, Chip Kelly, our guest here on Wildcats Radio 1290. Chip, thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate you hanging out with us, Coach.
Yeah, excited to be here.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the UCLA season that you had, 6-3, 8-4. What was your evaluation? What were your takeaways from the year?
I was pleased with the effort that our players gave. You know, I think we got a group that plays extremely hard.
(520-848-1290). Text Rich, and then I spend most nights watching YouTube for free. I got to get Paramount because I want to watch that. So if I want to watch Disney Plus, I got to pay. If I
for the last 3 years,
you know what? Your Media Day was set in two different places. Media Day was. One more time, 520-40 instant pain that you have in
the most valuable markets in streams of our media rights. Baseball.
You can either call in 5. So we're going to get into all the rest of what he had to say coming up here because I want to get to the Q&As because I thought that was rather fascinating.
Expansion, Kevin Warren at Big Ten this week.
All the questions that the commissioner got, I wanted to. All the questions that the commissioner got, I wanted to run. Why 9?
Because
he didn't give them any cover. He goes, we're going to take the high road, which means absolutely the Trojans are traitors.
Absolutely.
All right. What do I need to do right
We've had some prime contributors that have been transfers for us in the past, and we know that's just what college football is about nowadays, and we got to continue to just embrace that and lean into it, and spend our time really researching and making sure who we bring into our program is going to be a culture keeper and not a culture vampire.
Of course, UCLA beat Arizona last year 34-16. November 12th, Arizona will go to the Rose Bowl to take on the UCLA Bruins. Looking through your schedule, Bowling Green, Alabama State, South Alabama, Colorado, and then things start getting a little hairy for you. Washington and Utah both at the Rose Bowl. Arizona comes in, and then, of course, the game against USC, which will be at the Rose Bowl. All right, the big elephant in the room, and I have to ask you this about realignment, and I know you're probably going to get beat over the head about this, but when it happened, when the news finally came through, and I know there's been conversations back and forth, but when it became official, where were you? What went through your mind when you found out that we were really going to go through with this?
I was back home in New Hampshire, playing in a charity golf tournament. Ironically, with Ryan Day, who was the head coach of Ohio State, was right behind me.
Oh, wow.
So found out on hole 14. Then was told it's not going to be implemented for 2 more years. So played the next 4 holes, and that was it. You know, to me, I've always concerned with 2 things: our team and our season. And it's 2 years down the road, and what our team looks like 2 years from now will be totally different than what our team is now. Our focus and our attention is on the Dorians and the Zach Charbonnets and the kids that are seniors right now, Stephen Blaylock and Gainsey and all those guys. So that should be what our undivided attention is too. I think it's something that's going to happen in the future, and when the future comes, we'll be ready for it. But that's kind of what my thought process was immediately when I found out the information.
You're going to get a bunch of guys like me on the radio, and I have not been kind to the 2 Southern California schools, being down in Arizona and on my national shows. What do you expect the distraction level will be, and how are you going to try to silence all the outside noise for people that are going to be on the radio talking about this for the next couple of years?
Well, we don't listen to the radio, so
no, don't
we're
say
not
that.
Hear
don't
it,
tell people that. Come on,
we're not going to hear it. No, I mean, I understand it, and I certainly understand the situation, but you know, our team prides itself on being the most prepared and least distracted. So whether it was you talking about Arizona football or you talking about alignment, that's really got nothing to do with our game plan. So that's what I meant by that.
I know.
We're really focused on really making this season special and providing an opportunity for our players to finish this thing off the right way. And this class right now is the first class we recruited. And they're getting a chance to go out on the right note, and that's really what our focus and attention is on.
It's interesting. When I was talking to the commissioner, he did say, listen, this is going to make the rivalries in this conference just a little bit stronger. We're going to get some intense football going on for the next couple of years as we get through all of this. What would you say to the fans of the Pac-12 that are just kind of scratching their head, and the fans of college football? I mean, all these things we've had tradition forever are changing, and nobody likes change.
No, but I think you have to lean into it. You know, I mean, when I was in the league at Oregon, we were patting ourselves on the back when we added Colorado and Utah. Right. So when you add people, it's a good thing. When you lose people, it's a bad thing. So, you know, the ACC took out the Big East. You know, a long time ago when Boston College and all those schools left, and West Virginia and UConn were hanging in the lurch. You know, the SEC has added teams. You know, the Big 12. You know, they were supposedly decimated when Texas and Oklahoma left, and then they turned around and took 4 teams from 4 other conferences. So, you know, the one thing I know is I think there's great leadership in this conference, and I think George and Merton will have a plan, and they'll do a great job with the Pac-12.
Thank you very much for letting me ask you that question again.
Oh, no problem.
I know that you know you're a stand-up guy. You're not going to run away from anything.
Yeah.
And you're going to get this 20 million times. So I do appreciate you sitting down and talking.
Yeah,
with
we
us.
understand it.
No, hey, listen, it's gonna. I told somebody it's almost going to be like being a wrestling heel, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, because when you roll through, I mean, like we're talking about, this might be the last time Arizona plays a regular season game at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
When you roll through, you're going to be like Ric Flair, and you're going to have people love you. You're going to have people hate you, Coach. You're going to be the heel of the Pac-12 for a while.
That's an interesting analogy, but yeah, that's okay.
And if you want to keep using that one, please feel free. You don't even have to give me credit.
I'll give you total credit on that one.
Hey, Coach, I appreciate you coming on with us. Best of luck. We'll see you at the Rose Bowl when
November
Arizona
12th.
comes in there, November 12th.
All righty.
All right, thank you so much. Chip Kelly's been our guest here at Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's
We're tied.
Huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep, down, trying to find Berrios. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball, he underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps out of the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big
Early
time.
on the field is a safety.
Yes, that's big time by Arizona. That time defense did a great job of just closing the pocket from the inside, and then the pressure on the outside by Hebert, they just got him. They just got there. They won their blocks that time. Excellent job by Arizona defense and really changing the momentum of this game.
Chance to win tickets or food every hour during our box office blitz. Only on Wildcats Radio 1290.
What would you rather win, Dragon Ball? Food or tickets?
You know what? I want tickets.
Oh, food.
I like to go ahead and experience. Well, the tickets we're giving out, you can go ahead and get food at the place you're going anyway.
That's right. We're giving away passes. Roadhouse Cinema today. We'll do that this hour of the program. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Box office blitz is coming in. Hey, by the way, text line has been outstanding today. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of digging it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to send us a text, you can. Here's what you do. You go to actually, you don't have to go anywhere. You just do it on your phone.
Yeah.
You could use our studio line 520-848-1290. Text the word rich. Is that kind of what's the word I'm looking for? That you have to text my name in order to text us?
Oh no, I mean,
am I a little arrogant? Is that a little arrogant on my part? Good. No. I'm arrogant.
Oh, okay. Then you're arrogant.
Baller. Come on now.
All right.
Text the word rich to 520-848-1290. Text rich to 520-848-1290 along with your text message, and we'll read it on the air if I deem it good enough. A couple I didn't read today.
No.
They're from some guy named Dragon Ball. He didn't make the cut.
Well, we were testing the line, but you know.
Text us 520-848-1290 with the word rich along with your name and your message, and you want to comment anything if you want to join the conversation, you can.
Right.
All right, let's get to Dragon Ball's football headlines. We still have to come up with a better open for this, but this is as well as they can. Did I just bite my tongue?
Ow.
Ow, I just bit my
Ouch.
tongue. Did you hear that?
I heard that a little bit, yeah.
All right, you just talk.
Okay. Well, thank you for sending it out to me, Rich.
That hurt.
Yeah, I bet. That never's a good feeling. Now, going into our football headlines for today,
that hurt.
We have coming out of Cleveland, Ohio. This has obviously been on everybody's list right now. Everyone knows about this. Deshaun Watson will be suspended for 6 games for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy. Now, the word is right now coming out of Cleveland that the Browns and Kevin Stefanski, their head coach, are planning to start with Jacoby Brissett for the first 6 games, as we all expected, which also means that they're not in the running for any kind of quarterback trades before training camp finishes out here. So Jacoby Brissett will be your starter in Cleveland for the first 6 games of the regular season.
Well, why would you, if you have him and how much money are you paying him? A ton? I'm not going to go get a second quarterback. I got to sit out with him for 6 weeks. Now, all of that could change if the National Football League appeals the arbiter's decision to give him only 6 weeks.
Right.
Now, the NFLPA said, no, this is good. This is good, bro. We're good. The commissioner is yet to respond. I don't know how the commissioner doesn't respond and asks to appeal this. Who got kicked out for a year for betting?
That'd be Calvin Ridley.
Okay, so if I'm Ridley, I'm suing.
If Ridley gets an entire year suspension
for gambling,
for putting a $1,500 bet on his own team to win, I believe is what the case was.
And by the way, if the league has gaming partners and they're in the gaming business and you bet on your team to win, and I get a year suspension, and here's a guy who has all these accusations against him, and you suspend him for 6 weeks without a fine, I got a hard time getting past that one.
Right.
And then did you read any of her decision, the arbiter's decision? Because she quibbled over semantics of violent versus nonviolent
Yes.
And I'll just leave it at that.
So, again, based on, the arbitrator in this particular case.
Let's keep it suitable for kids.
Right. Disciplinary officer Sue L. Robinson ruled that this was a 6-game suspension due to a lack of evidence in relation to it being anything more than what it was. It was allegations. They haven't really gone to court
Okay,
yet.
then if you can't find anything,
right,
then why is he getting suspended?
That I'm not entirely sure, but
well, just answer the question. I mean, listen, I want to know, Dragon Ball. I want the truth. If there's no so read that statement again.
So this is so Robinson concluded that Watson's conduct does not fall into the category of violent conduct that would require the minimum 6-game suspension. And this is established that this is by far the most commonly imposed discipline for domestic or gendered violence and sexual acts is a 6-game suspension.
But she said, I can't find anything to substantiate these claims.
Right.
Correct?
She wrote, the NFL carried the burden of proof by a preponderance of evidence that Mr. Watson engaged in certain actions as defined by the NFL against
inappropriate.
4 therapists identified in Mr. Watson's in the report.
Again, kids are in the car, so let's make sure we're good.
Right.
He did some. He was accused of doing some bad things.
Yes, accused of doing.
Okay, you're innocent until proven guilty. So either you're guilty or you're not. And if the preponderance of the evidence came to the NFL and the NFL couldn't prove it, then why is he being suspended?
I think it was more interesting that the ruling from Robinson specifically says Watson is to be limited to the massage therapy that the club-directed sessions and club-approved massage therapists for the duration of his career.
Then he did do something. You don't do that to an innocent person, do you?
You don't limit his opportunity to seek out what would be described as an exchange of services or something of that nature.
You can't go get a massage somewhere else.
You can't do it outside of what the club designates.
Why? Either you did or you didn't. Either you did or you did not. Either say the guy is innocent or say the guy is guilty. This parsing and trying to save face does neither.
It doesn't.
Does it?
No, it doesn't.
Because either he did it and you suspend him for a year, or he's innocent and you clear the man's name. Because right now you said he's innocent, but you didn't clear the man's name. Did you?
No.
So what to do next? Does the NFL just roll over on this? And then how do you feel about this? Because if you're a Browns fan, do you root for the guy? Because he's neither guilty nor innocent. And if you're Deshaun Watson, if you didn't do anything, how do you get your good name back? I'm not as naive to think that there's people that were trying to make a buck off him both ways. And I'm not naive enough to think that if one person says it, 2 people say it, 3 people say it, maybe there's something to it. And that's why you go to this arbiter, you go to this system to find out. And either you clear his name or you don't. You did neither. You kind of copped out. Well, I'm going to suspend you 6 games, but I don't think you did anything. Because to be candid, she's darned if she does, she's darned if she doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
Because if she says, listen, there's nothing to it, and you let him go, the public outcry will be outrageous.
Oh, yeah.
And there will be protests. But if he's guilty and you let so let me make sure I got this right. If he's innocent and you let him off, the public opinion, and again, that's part of the problems with our society. We don't actually go through due process, just public opinion and emotions on fire rule the day, which is not a good way for us to live our lives.
No.
So if he's innocent and you're afraid that I don't punish him, and the public outcry, the protest will be overwhelming, then you're not serving justice. And if he did do something, but you don't want to throw the book at him, then justice hasn't been served either. Either you did or you didn't. And here's the thing, Dragon Ball. I'm not a judge. You're not a judge. You're not an arbiter. I'm not an arbiter. You want to know why? Because it's a tough job.
Oh, yeah.
But we need people. We need the best people to stand there and be able to withstand the scrutiny and the public fervor and the emotions and rule logically with due process. She's done neither because she just cut the baby in half. And for Deshaun, he doesn't get his good name back. And for the people accusing him, they're being told, well, there's nothing to it, wink, wink, but we're still going to suspend him anyway. So how do you feel if you're one of the women that accused him of doing something inappropriate? How do you feel today? You can't feel like justice was served. You can't feel like anything was actually accomplished today. And if you're Deshaun Watson, you can't feel like, okay, good, I can put this behind me and move on. Nothing got accomplished today. And the commissioner, who you remember during the Ray Rice, and there were a couple other things where he just dropped the hammer on players. And then the PA stood up and he got roasted. Players are challenging him and getting all over him. I don't know. I wonder if he's got the wherewithal to stand up and say, listen, justice needs to be served. What do you think, Dragon Ball? You look like you have something to say.
Well, it's hard to say what he can really do in this particular position, especially considering the fact that you compare this to the other times where he's dropped the hammer, quote unquote. Even with the Ray Rice scenario, and I know that a lot of people don't like looking back on that. That's a big mark on the history of the NFL. There was video evidence that showed that Ray Rice did what he did.
Right.
And Ray Rice only got 2-game suspension.
And he got in trouble. People got mad at him because they're like, well, you talk a good game, but when push comes to shove, no, you don't want to stand up for your players doing what's right.
Right. And meanwhile, you look at other guys who've had their entire careers pretty much taken away from them because of other policies that now the league is a little bit lax on in regards to, let's say, Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon could have been one of the greatest receivers in NFL history. The man ended up having a lot of his career taken away because of multiple, drug infractions because of weed. And a lot of people are saying, like, well, now the league is a bit more, lax on that compared to what they were.
Nah, see, don't. That's a slippery slope. There was a rule.
Absolutely.
No, hold on. There was a rule. You broke the rule. There's no two ways about it. You either broke the rule or you didn't break the rule. He broke the rule as it stood right there.
Yes.
You can't rewrite history, so I'm not buying that one. I'm not going there. I'm not going there with you with that.
Oh, no.
All right, what else do you got?
So this one, I'm going to go ahead and give you this one here. This one coming out of Dallas. The Dallas Cowboys now apparently may not have any wide receivers to start the season off. The Dallas Cowboys had a potential concern coming out of camp today that veteran receiver James Washington, who was expected to be the starter outside of CD Lamb,
right,
left the practice on Monday with a Jones fracture in his foot.
What's a Jones fracture?
So a Jones fracture, you're probably looking at potentially missing a good half of the season. Jones fracture, I believe it's similar to a like Liz Frank injury, if I'm not mistaken. It's the outermost bone on your foot. Right.
All right. So it's a bad foot fracture.
Yeah, it's a bad foot fracture.
Okay, so
specifically,
they might be out without him.
And really, in essence, now you're just looking at CeeDee Lamb as your only starting wide receiver out there because Michael Gallup can't start because he's got an ACL injury he had in January. He may not be ready to go until maybe like week 8, week 10, depending on how long his rehab's going to go.
I feel bad for Cowboy fans now.
I mean, and they just got done having the argument about, well, we can't be viable unless we have a successful playoff. Looking at this roster right now on offense, you might be lucky to make the playoffs.
I was thinking, we have all kinds of great people lined up for the football season.
Yes.
I'm thinking about going to get a Cowboys insider just so we can watch this.
Watch the tailspin occur.
Well, don't say that. We have a lot of listeners that are loyal Cowboy fans.
They're loyal, but be honest here. You don't have a great pass-catching core right now.
They should do something about that general manager. I should have a talk with the owner.
Yeah, should.
All right, what else do you got?
In regards to headlines, that's about all we can do because we have to go ahead and give away something right now.
Oh, so you're just cutting me off right there?
We're going to go
ahead. I got lots of stuff that I want to talk about with you, Pally.
I know. We got a couple of other stuff that we got.
Let's just give stuff away. That's what we do on Monday. We just give you stuff for listening.
Hey, Tucson. We are the sports station that gives you stuff just for listening.
Hachi Machi.
The Wildcats Radio 1290 box office is now open.
Oh, my God.
With tickets to ball games, concerts, movies, and more.
I know, it's crazy. Welcome to the Thunderdome, people.
Start calling at 520-848-1290 to win from Tucson's best sports station, Wildcats Radio 1290.
I got some good hair today on the stream.
Yes, you do.
My hair's looking good. I went and got a haircut before we went to L.A.
Got a little bit. Yeah, you did. You did get a haircut.
I got a haircut
before you
before
made the
we
trip
left.
out. There you go.
By the way, the guy who cuts my hair, very excited for him. He's about to take a citizenship, become a U.S. citizen.
Congratulations.
Yeah, way to go, dude.
Wishing him
Way
the
to
best.
go. What number you want to take?
Give me caller 12.
Why 12?
In honor of the late Pac-12.
It's not late Pac-12.
It's going to be the Pac-10. That's what I mean.
It could be the Pac-14.
Ooh, Pac-14. That's a bit dangerous. That's a lot of teams.
I'm aggressive.
There you go.
I'm aggressive.
You got to be in these day and age.
Caller number 12, 520-848-1290. Caller number 12, 520-848-1290. You can win a pair of movie passes to go see Top Gun, the world's greatest movie. We'll do that for you, and I'll tell you the big stories of the day. Those are coming up next here on the home of Arizona football. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Rich Herrera. This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's hot! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, 3 have to go, steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. That was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Koloko screen. Picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go.
This morning, you tried to find out, but every time you looked at your screen, that idiot next to you told the boss.
Jeez, when did everyone get so cynical?
It's cool. We got your back. It's time for your 5 p.m. update on Wildcats Radio 1290 with the biggest stories around Tucson, Arizona, and the world. Here is your anchor man, Rich Herrera.
I don't go make burgers where you work and then tell you how to make burgers.
You're all worthless and weak. Now drop and give me 20.
Very disappointed in you, Dragon Ball.
Oh no, what happened now?
Why don't you act out the big stories?
Oh, because normally we don't have the screen up.
Yeah, you just sat there. The big people might be watching the stream and you didn't do anything.
My apologies. I've gotten used to this not having the screen up during the big story intro. That's my mistake. I'll be more attentive.
You're all worthless and weak. Now drop and give me 20.
I can't do that. Not in the middle of the show.
I'm not going to lie. I'm hungover right now.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying. All right. Big stories of the day. I got to do these real quick because you're going to get more comments from Pac-12 Media Day. Pac-12, I'm going to tell you this. Here's my takeaway. The Pac-12 alignment issue is not going to be resolved anytime soon. We're looking at a couple months, if not towards the end of the football season. So this is going to be an ongoing story that is not anytime soon. What am I saying?
Not anytime soon coming to completion.
I'm talking like you, backwards. Yoda, I am. Resolved not soon. Would you like to do this today? I'm not opposed.
Struggle the Pac-12
struggle the Pac-12 will struggle. I can't even do it. You do it.
Struggle the Pac-12 will with realignment issues. Jedi Master seek Yoda.
You know, there was a guy. Did you hear the guy from UCLA?
No, what's this?
The UCLA lineman we had on was a big Star Wars guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
His dad's a big Star Trek guy, so they have to...
Oh, they go back and forth on which one is better?
Which are you?
I'm actually more of a
Star Trek.
I'm a Star Trek guy.
Yeah.
I like the Next Generation a lot. That was mine. I got a little bit into Voyager too. So,
all right, let me just stop this nonsense. Arizona Wildcat Media Day locally will be tomorrow on campus. We'll be out there tomorrow, and we'll give you all the stories that we get from Media Day. Jed Fish is going to talk, so we'll have a press conference. So we'll have all that for you tomorrow. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Facebook because we'll be posting videos as everything goes on tomorrow out at Arizona. And, you know, I didn't even mention this media poll. And I'm not in the media poll. I want to know who is. I should be.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona not picked to come in last of the Pac-12.
There you go.
You know what? Let's end on a high note. Coming up, we'll have more. I got the best of the show and what George Kliakoff said. Why am I making punching sounds? Is this bad?
Because we're ending on a high note. You know, you got to go ahead and make it pop.
Maybe I want to go out and brawl with somebody.
I hope it's not me.
Yeah, you're okay today. We'll continue. It's 1290.
Rich Herrera. This is the Rich Herrera Radio.